welcome back. And today we are going to learn the first step towards data analysis, and most often we call it as exploratory data analysis. So right now, I'm creating a data set in front of you, and within this exercise, you will be able to understand and in fact revise what we have done in our earlier videos, that how a data set can be created and further being used for analysis, right? So let me create student ID. You already have the data set about student names, so I don't want that. You cannot make use of it. We can, in fact, and we will look forward to fetch the student names from there. Okay, so student ID, student name. Now in many of the cases there are different assessments, so we call it as internal assessments, because after NEP 2020, the points, or we call it as IA, right? IA dash 1, IA dash 2. So there are 4 or 5 internal assessments which used to happen in most of the educational institutes, and this is something which keeps the student on track, and they actually used to uh, prepare themselves with each and every phase of their learning. So let me create a student ID. Let me take it as roll number 1 2 3 4, as simple as that. So I'm taking a strength of 40 students, so is equals to sequence, and I'm taking 40 bracket closed, and a 40 student sequence has been created by me. Now for this particular part, I'm going to call my previous video, and let me see whether the names are there. Oh yes, the names are there. So I'm just taking the names, and if needed I will generate the names again, and right now I'm putting up values, and as you know, we need to generate the names. So what I need to do, I simply has to press F9, and just see a next set of names have been created. I'm copying it, coming to my new sheet and pasting it, again going there, press F9, and a new set of names have been created again. Let me see how many more are required. Okay, Control V, Control Z, in fact I must say, the paste values, and these are not required, so I'm just going to get rid of these names. Thank you. So the point is, the need of previous exercise has helped us a lot right now. You might be watching it carefully. So internal assessment 1. Now how to look forward that we should not do mistakes while creating a data set or entering the data even, right? So if I say this assessment is of 15 marks, I'm taking it as 15 marks, I'm putting it in square brackets, and the next assessment is of 25 marks. So what is the total? 15 plus 25, it becomes 40, then 30 and 30. So that makes the total out of 100. So let us look forward to it, and I want to enter only the marks between 0 to 50. So many a times by mistake you may enter something wrong. So this particular perspective can be handled using data validation. So this data validation is available in the you can say menu of data and in the ribbon of data tools. So if I say data validation, and the data validation has got this particular screen popped up. Now I don't want any value, I want a value which is a whole number, okay, and it should be between, it should be, yes, 0 can be there, and it should not be more than 50, okay. And if I say enter, just see, enter, and if I look forward to say 16 and press enter, so it won't let me enter, okay. It says sorry, the value doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined in the cell. I will retry it and it will make me you can say 14, enter. Now if I look forward and apply the similar kind of you can say entries, I can paste format. Let me see, does it work or not. I'm just putting up the paste format part, and if I put 16, what will happen? Here it can enter. The point is the data formatting is not going to support. I have to look forward, select the cells. I'm going to select it once again, okay, and again go to data, go to data validation, and mention the same particular settings. We want whole number between 0 and maximum is 15, and say OK. And just see, the setting has been applied. By mistake I have entered 17, it said retry, so the things are there. So as you know, because we are generating a data, so I'm going to set up a rand between, and this rand between, oh my god, just see, we are human, right? We are meant to make mistakes. So the system should be there, it should be tightly mapped so that the wrong entry should not be done, and I'm just pulling it down, and just see, all the entries are done, okay. I'm pressing F9, okay, Control C, and again go to paste and say paste values, and now they have become static, okay. The values are static. Now let me go to the another point as well, and you can apply it, whereas I am just doing, I'm not doing the data validation part over here, and putting it from 0 to 25, enter, done, because I have kept a check. So definitely there will be you can say scenario in what I can do, I can select Control C again and paste values, and it will just make the values static, okay. From here I will do this, sorry, Control Shift, it is not falling in that particular point, so let us select, and again rand between, bracket 0, 30, just see, is equals to rand between 0, 30. At one point I pressed enter, now I can say shift enter, control enter, they are not going to work out, okay. Guys, I have shown you that this is not going to work in a array type of setup, so you have to work out 0 to 30, press enter, okay, and it's done. You can also copy it to the next part, and you will find a random values. Control C and press it, Control V. Now they are not, they are no more formulas, they are the correct values. Now the point is, I want a total sum. A total sum is again very simple. Simply go to sum, okay, and select these particular cells. So because it is a relative reference, so you can just select the cells, press double click, and just see the numbers have been assigned to each one of the student. Now this is not the analysis, this is just the data entry. Now let us look forward that how we can analyze what is the performance of the class, how many of the students are lying in which particular grade, and whether it is normally distributed marking scheme or it is not in that particular statistical measure. So if we say there are certain grading points because it is out of 100, so we can look forward to it and we can make the grades accordingly. I want to know what is the total grading of the class, as well as I want to assign some grades with some defined intervals. Okay, let us take the intervals first of all statically defined. Um, Let me take it as the marks, then grade, and then count as well. We will look forward to it. Starting with 0, if the person is having from 0 till 40, that person is 39 is you can say fail. At 40, this person is pass. At till 55, this person is pass. Okay, then 55D, 65C, 75B, and 85 marks and above A. Let us make this particular setting. Okay, try to apply this grades to the students in one go. How can we do that? We are going to use a VLOOKUP, as I told you earlier in the previous sessions. In VLOOKUP, what is the lookup value? It is just the adjacent marks of total out of 100. Then what is the table array? This is the table array which is going to be referred. Now you have to do one thing, press F4. So it will create an absolute cell referencing. Then which particular column of this cell reference? Second column. After that there are two options, true and false, because we want to find out the value with an approximation. There is no fixed outcome. Approximation means there is a range. So whenever you are going to look forward for a range and try to give an outcome, use true. If there is an exact match, then you have to go for false. So I'm just taking true and putting it enter, and just see, you will find, and I'll double click, and this double click has given all the, has assigned the grade to the students depending upon the marks they have taken care of. Now I also want to count. So we have used sum, we are going to use count. Now is equals to, the formula is count if, because there is a situation. Situation is that I want to count how many students fail, how many students pass. So this is the range. Okay, Control Shift Enter, and again you want to keep this range static, press F4. After that I want the criteria. Criteria is the grade assigned, and press enter. Okay, 13 students out of 40 got failed. I want count percentage as well. Okay, so let me see percentage of students in that particular category. Now we know the maximum number of students are 40. So let us look forward to it, is equals to this divided by count. I want to again count, I don't want to put a static value, and because this count is going to be remaining static, you can put F4, enter, and just see. Oh, you just found that count has returned the value 0, and because of divided by 0, an error has occurred. So what was the problem? The problem was not count. The problem was we are counting the values which have got text. So in that sense, you are going to use the formula count A, not count. Okay? How? Let us check. Count A. What does it return? And press enter, and it will return the exact value. And count will return 0. So what is needed to improve this formula? I want percentage. So it is this divided by the value count A. Okay. And now I am going to put F4. Press enter. It is 0.325. The format, I just simply put percentage, and I also want it in increase the decimal. So it is 32.5. Let us do it. Just see, 32.5 and 32.5 means 32.5% of the class got failed. It means it was either the subject was tough, or the students were not getting it correctly, or the marking was tough. There could be any reason. Let us look forward to it. Again, I would like to select these and try to wrap up with a chart. I will go with a chart. Okay, a line chart in fact, and this will reflect the count, and you just see, you are able to find out the values properly. You can define them in different, you can say, formats. Okay, and this is the outcome of the chart in the form of a chart. So with this we have just understood the very basic preliminary functions used in EDA. Fine. We'll move forward and try to learn something more rational in our subsequent videos. By that time, thank you so much. Looking forward to see you in my rest of the video.